Greetings, Starshine. The Earth says hello. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Wild Hara Zaltana 7 Sierra Faith, and this is a life update. I am currently back in my humble abode in Virginia, and this is a full freaking moon. We have a full moon tonight in Leo, and the energy has just been so potent, like 100%. And I wanted to just do an intuitive share because I feel like the things that we've been really working on anchoring over the last 90 days is now coming to fruition. And now that we're like, it's almost like this build up. There's been so much energy that's been building up towards this full moon. And I just wanted to share like my personal like experience just because that's just the kind of girl I am. And I know that when I share radically raw and honest and authentically me, no matter what, it's going to land with somebody. That's why I do it. I do it for me, I do it for you, I do it for Gaia, I do it for God. So let's freaking go. Over the past few like weeks, I've been back home, and it has been a challenge for me to be back in the place that I had like ran away from for so long. And for me, I knew that there was a lot of reasons why I wanted to travel. Not only because my wanderer spirit was leading me into new territories and these unknown spaces that I needed to venture into, so that way I could reach that level within my own soul's evolution. And then I also was just having a lot of drama, honestly. I was having a lot of drama at home, and I take responsibility for, what I created in that, mainly around like my living situation and around my financial situation. And if you know me personally, if you know, you know. If not, then why don't you go freaking ask me or something? But I'm not getting too deep in the story time. And to be honest, it's in the past. I feel as though over the past few years, I really have shared the same story of my discontent for living in a place that I didn't feel was home. And it's interesting because we manifest everything. We manifest everything about our lives. We manifest our experiences, we manifest our situations, and I know that on some level I was energetically available for these different things to happen. And sometimes that can be really hard to admit. It can be really hard to look at and admit to yourself that like you are the cause of your own like crazy. And yeah, of course, there can be influences. Of course, there are people, places, situations, entities that can influence your decisions and can influence like the situations that you're in. But that just means that you need to do a better job of like protecting your energy and creating boundaries. That really is where that is. And so I'm back home in Virginia, and I see where spirit is guiding me to, making this house a home, which is something that I had a hard time doing. I was like reaching for this future home place that checked all the boxes for me, but the home that I had in Virginia, I was like completely abandoning. And it took me relatively until recently to realized that if I was wanting to level up my life, I needed to come back to the original home. I needed to come back to this place and transmute some shit. Okay. So I find myself now opening some portals, opening and closing some portals. And what's happening is I'm making peace with my family wounds. I'm making peace with the parts of me that have almost hidden myself. The parts of me that didn't want to be seen, or the parts of me that tried to hide from the world, are now being open because I know that the way that I am able to teach is through my wisdom. And I heard this from a beautiful dear friend today that really shook me to my core. And he said, the teacher does not speak during a test. When you're being tested, when you are being challenged by the universe, because you're telling the universe you want to level up. And then you have this moment of silence where you're like, where are my guides? Where are my ancestors? Where are my friends? Where is everybody? Why does it seem so freaking quiet here? But it's because you have the answers within, and you're meant to go within. You're meant to go deep within your core, whether it's through meditation, through dance, through music, through creation, through sacred psychedelics medicines. You are meant to dive deep within your own inner being to find those answers. And then you'll find that when you do awaken, when you do come to, and you come back into this present moment, when the test has been complete, then the teacher speaks, God speaks, universe speaks, goddess speaks, your higher self speaks, and leads you to that next path in your life. So I want this to just be a moment of us recognizing that when things feel like stagnant or off, or they just feel like too silent, and you're like, okay, something's about to burst, something's about to pop, what in the heck is going on? That is the moment to acknowledge that you are about to level up, that the things that you have been asking for are about to be granted, and that you're going through this moment of silence in order to let go of the past patterns, habits, mindsets, beliefs that were once holding you back and limiting you and restricting you from stepping into that higher version, to that next level version of yourself. Not only are you making peace with the past and you're letting go and you're surrendering, but you're also giving gratitude for what you have now, what you have in this moment, and how things are about to evolve for you. And then also giving gratitude for the future, and thanking God, source, goddess, creation, universe, spirit, for bringing you your manifestation. Because it's that knowing that it's going to come, knowing that it's going to show up, knowing that it's going to be there, because that desire was placed within you for a reason, because it was meant for you. And I said this on my live the other night. I was doing a Facebook Live in my private group, Divine Alignment. It's my wealth empowerment group where I teach freedom seekers how to level up their life, how to create an online presence, and how to create passive income and really just generational wealth by literally just being radically, authentically them and showing up boldly online. And what I said was, the universe, God's source, spirit, is so big, is so vast and expansive. The universe loves big. The universe doesn't play small. So why should you? I love you guys. Happy full moon. This is just a full moon share, and this is also a timeless video. So whenever this finds you, know that it's exactly when you needed to hear it. Much love, and I'll see you next time.